Hey guys, welcome back to the Swing Trade Blueprint. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about swing trading, but more importantly, how to select stocks for swing trading. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. You guys can subscribe to wherever you guys are listening to this, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, if it's on, Apple Podcast, everywhere. You guys can actually follow, subscribe so you guys can stay up to date on all things trading related. So guys, let's just jump into this here. So when it comes to swing trading and trading in the markets, there is a million different ways you guys can find stocks. You guys can find stocks on news sites, a site like CNBC that's always talking about money, investing, could bring up opportunity. You can also find stocks on sites like Twitter and more popular social media sites. But more importantly, as a trader, what I would highly recommend doing is having a stock scanner. A stock scanner, what it does is it searches all the stocks that meets your criteria, because you'll put in most cases, some descriptive, and that's going to be like the price, that's going to be maybe volume, and then you'll put in some technical indicators. So if you want any trends, if you want any sell-off, if you want it around a moving average line, you guys can put it in there. And what this does is it filters out stocks. Because when I first started out trading, I was just buying random companies. I had no idea what I was doing. Honestly, at the time, I was, just graduating high school, and I had no idea that stock scanners was a thing. I saw traders online, they would just make all this money, and I'm like, how are they finding these stocks? Obviously, one account later, after I blew through $1,500, around $1,500, I had to step back and go, what are they doing? So then I heard stock scanners. So these are going to be like popular sites like Trade Ideas, which is a very expensive premium stock scanner that's about $120 a month. And then there's sites like Finvez, which is completely free, and they do have a paid version. But more importantly, what I do think is important here is having scanners. One, you understand. Two, you can use like with ease, so you can use on your phone. So what I was drawn to when I first started out was Finvez, which is a free scanner. They do have that premium version like I mentioned, but the reason I liked it, it was free. It didn't cost anything, and I think that was really, really cool. The only downside to it, it was delayed 15 minutes. But hey, as a swing trader where you're not getting in and out of positions, that's honestly not that big of a deal in my opinion. If you're a day trader, of course, you want real-time data to execute your trades. But as a swing trader, honestly, I could care less if it was 15 minutes delayed. So what I started doing is I started messing around with Finvez. I started putting in criterias. I started watching YouTube videos. And what I found that the best strategy that worked well for me is finding a stock on some sort of upward trend, and that has sold off down to some level of support. So support is just where we get natural buying pressure. It could be an indicator, it could be, a certain price. But what this does is it establishes a stock that has good buying pressure. And then it also, you hear that expression of buy low, sell high, I'm sure all the time. So now you're following that approach of a stock on an upward trend that has sold off down to some lows, maybe on the 10-day low, and now you're looking for a possible reversal, and you're looking at indicators like moving average lines. You're looking at indicators like the RSI, which is the relative strength index. You're looking at those and looking at, should I enter this position? And so Finvez is a very, very, very good scanner because it's free. And during this time, I also saw a lot of traders that would be in on swing trades. They would enter a position, and I'd be like, how did they find that stock? I would go on Finvez, and I couldn't find it with the scanner I was using. So then what I did is I started using Moomoo Scanner. So Moomoo is a stockbroker, so it's a way where you guys can get in and out of positions with ease. So, the great thing about having your broker and your scanner integrated is you don't have to actively click in between different sites or software. What it does is it establishes, a very easy way to trade stocks, because you're going to be more confident. You're going to you're going to have your position up, you're going to be able to enter quicker. And that's kind of that's kind of what I started doing next. I started building up a Moomoo scanner with a very, very similar approach, but I could just add a little more things because it was included in the broker, I guess, in the software. So then I was able to put in, the RSI, and obviously now FinVez you can do all of this stuff on, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a little backstory. But what I started doing is I was able to put in, the RSI. I was able to put in different things like a channel going up. Is the stock on a horizontal support and resistance? I was able to put, all this stuff in the Moomoo scanner. And honestly, it really, really started just giving me more opportunity. And that's what I really, really, really liked. Now, as far as finding stocks, I know that's why a lot of you guys clicked on this video, maybe you clicked on this podcast, and I think it all comes down to you and your approach. One of the things that I would recommend doing is kind of determining what type of trader you are. If you like the approach that I just mentioned, I would highly recommend checking out our school where we talk about how to enter those types of stocks. And don't forget, you guys can use code SCHOOL, 50% off. But the reason why I like that approach is it has a lot of back testing done on it. We've seen a lot of studies done on it. There's great amount of data on it, and I think that was kind of what sold me. One of the issues that I went into trading with is I would always see stocks that have sold off 30-40%, and I thought that would bring the good opportunity, and maybe in some cases some of those stocks will reverse, but I felt like I would enter those stocks and they would just continue to sell off just because the general trend of the stock now is down compared to up, and I think that's important. Figuring out what type of trader you are, and then just building a scanner using sites like FinVez, using a broker like Moomoo that has a scanner integrated in the platform, I think is really, really going to be what separates you from being a successful trader. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below. And don't forget, if you guys want to learn more, check out our school. You won't regret it. But honestly, guys, finding those stocks, it just comes down to using scanners and putting in criteria that meet your goals. So hope you guys all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and take care.